Here, and yes, the final episode has come to Madden 20. We are doing of course, the only thing for us is going to beat the Eagles, my favorite team, and we are going to take the MVP home. Let's do this, guys. Eagles and Raiders Super Bowl rematch. Yep, and then if you want to see another franchise, Madden 21's gonna come in. What the fuck? Okay, so the Eagles are 88 overall. Holy crap. Okay, that's crazy. Alright, guys, here we go. Let's go. This is Super Bowl Sunday. Oh, EA Sports. We probably didn't practice. Should we practice? Yeah, I think we should. Actually, no, screw it. We're not practice. Actually, you know what? I actually answered myself that I should. Because my last one, I promised myself I will. Alright, once this loads, then I will go practice. If it doesn't. I don't know if it doesn't. No, it's true.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman.
Oh. I think it said the practice. Right. Oh, what was it? Oh no, I did. Okay. I was like, huh? Yeah. Door. You'll see no loading screen. Fletcher Cox versus Bad CC. My man Fletcher. Earth versus Beauty Pie. Malcolm Jenkins versus Carl Joseph. Okay. And Brandon Graham versus Blake. Nice.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Oakland Raiders. With that, it's time for Super Bowl 54, and we'll send you now to Miami, standing by to call their fourth Super Bowl together. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season. And now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past. And tonight, we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Oakland Raiders taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, very pleased to be with you. And the story, Charles, of the Oakland Raiders season, just an incredible one, really, in the East Bay. Folks not expecting much after a 4-12 season in 2018. Fans were coming to terms with saying goodbye. And then a funny thing happened. The Raiders started to win, and they did not stop.
And what a way to go out this would be. I mean, this is like storybook. This is something that you write and you put it on film, and people say, there's no chance that this could happen, except we're witnessing it right now. Think about the great history of the Raiders in Oakland. John Madden is their head coach. Kenny the Snake Stabler, their Hall of Fame quarterback. The old man himself, Willie Brown. Remember that 75-yard interception return against Minnesota? We can still see Willie running in slow motion. He passed away a few months ago, but he'll never be forgotten in Oakland. The great Raiders of the old supporting this Raiders team now, trying to win another Super Bowl.
Meanwhile, it took until Super Bowl 52 for the Eagles to lift the Lombardi Trophy for the first time, and they are back looking for number 2 just 24 short months later.
Didn't take long, did it? Made it back to the big game, and let's be honest, we're never going to forget that first Super Bowl title. That win over the New England Patriots, the big plays that came out of that, Nick Foles playing quarterback and flinging it all over the place. The Philly special that's turned into a statue outside of their home stadium, the Link. It's absolutely unforgettable. But now they have a chance to add to their Super Bowl collection. They want to hoist one more.
Hey, look at that. Beautiful.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out with a healthy Carson Wentz leading the way, and we underline the word healthy. Remember, it was Nick Foles who led the Eagles into the playoffs the last 2 years following the late season Wentz injuries. But now here's Wentz in his 3rd year, looking to make it 2 Super Bowl titles in 3 seasons for Philadelphia.
He's running.
On first down, Wentz hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. Here's the offense, and sometimes you got to show love to the big guys.
That you do. We're talking about Jason Kelce now, not Travis, his brother who plays tight end. Jason lines up at center, a threat to go to the Pro Bowl each and every year.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. A look at the defensive starters now for the Raiders. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago. And last week in that victory, they were pretty good. Probably a pretty easy film session, I would imagine.
And after a performance like that, so many people think you just roll into film, take your popcorn, kick back, and enjoy the show because they played well. I can just tell you from experience, after a win is when coaches come down on you harder because they want to emphasize all the mistakes that happened. Because you won, you're in a good mood. They want to bring you back to earth. Oftentimes you walk out of there and you ask your teammate, did we win?
This is caught inside the 15. Wentz finding his favorite receiver, Jeffrey, on a big one. And even 60 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Throwing on first down, but this one lines up to be incomplete. And once more, he was looking for Alshon Jeffrey, but it's going to be 2nd down. Once again here on 2nd and 10. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. The underdog here showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you, somewhere along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the run, no less, setting the tone. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we'll see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnist write possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
It's fixed swing and intermittent.
Let's go with the dagger.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They're going to look to throw. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson Dejo. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, that's it.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
I don't know why I put focus too.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Who was that?
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
Back to throw. And this is incomplete.
You can say that's called throw it away. I know
and the defense now for the Eagles.
Ronald Darby's selection makes a general manager look good. A terrific ball hawk who is eager to tackle in the run game.
I think number 29, which is like Medics or Monarchs. I don't even know how you pronounce his last name.
Here now is 2nd and 10 again from the 41.
Strong right. Everyone got 40.
That could work.
2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw.
Oh
and the
my
throw there going to be incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
Started to look like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good 3-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. This is Howard on second down, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
You got him? Cool.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Mitchell just got sacked. Carson Wentz got sacked by Mitchell. Oh, shit.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Healthy.
Fielded at the 20.
Yoink. Yoink. Okay.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
We have pre-crack.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there.
We have to
49 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. So when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take him into the end zone. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Carson Wentz and the Eagles make their way out to the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. That's a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They run with Howard. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
But no,
I think they like this drive a little bit better here, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Look, if I leave Jeffrey's side.
That's Aguilar with it on the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So this continues.
On 2nd down, it's Howard.
Get one.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
You not realize I wish. 1 and 5.
2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. He's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Now Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Throwing again on second down. Wentz. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's 3rd and 4.
I think everyone should.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From midfield, here's Wentz. This is caught by Jackson.
Yes.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Who fumbled?
Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Oh, you
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
They can go for the field.
Wentz now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wentz. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team. And they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about.
Defense.
Is that me?
So that flag will cost him 15.
Like they just
and it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Oh, Mary.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this one's incomplete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
No.
So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half.
You're going to win, bitch.
With another tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Well, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11.
Oh, we have it.
And his throw is incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right. They have had no room to breathe. Escaping the pressure right.
Boom.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Get the touchdown. If it's 4th or something, the field goal is tied up.
He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete.
Okay.
A big game there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
They have really good hits.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Cover Cox. Don't think so.
2nd and 6. Steps away to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field that brings up 3rd down.
I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down.
Okay, you know what?
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
like they're not kicking.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working from the gun, Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
Again.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care if they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Oh, no.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Oh, fuck.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Get the... No.
I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well,
why a fucking
I'm not totally
safety?
privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play
when it hits the damn end zone.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
I'm pissed now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
From the 31, Wentz.
Fuck.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I swear to God.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. He sets the fire, and this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nelson Aguilar,
We lose.
41 yards.
Delete this
and the Eagles able to push further out in front. And there, Charles, he lined up out left, ran the post, caught it over the middle, and the rest, as they say, is history.
And you have to love the scheme that they just showed there, because if you're going to run a deep post, you ordinarily have to get a safety out of the middle of the field. And you do it one of 2 ways. Either by running routes at him that carries him away from it, or you either freeze him in the middle with routes that run underneath so that he doesn't get depth. Then you throw it over the top, and boy, what a successful play that was.
This is taken at his 4. Oh, spinning away. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against?
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all. And now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the face mask gets him a free 15 to start the drive. They'll set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Of course, I have to pull me up with my fucking head out. Really simple. Sure.
He'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll take this one for about 4 to the 40. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try to loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Again, it's Howard. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
I should have made them all.
Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Wentz. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Please take
Picked off by Gary and Conley. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
I could get the 2 points. You know, I'm not risking.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
I can just get the field goal or touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get them up first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Come on.
Wentz gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Less than 2 minutes remain here in Super Bowl 54. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. This is taken around the 12. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Let's make this count.
So the Raiders now down by 2. And time, a huge factor. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. All the way in. Touchdown, Oakland.
Now we have a chance.
A big play there. 69 yards. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the lead is up to 5. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
You know what? We're good. It's still looking good.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And 4.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit and try and get this offense moving.
So how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, it hasn't worked for someone else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Oh, come on. Come on, Joseph. Come on. No.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Back to throw.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll get like 25.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
They almost they might have taken it. Dude, I don't know.
Back to throw. Wentz. That's complete to Arcega Whiteside. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He's back to throw. It's caught by Aguilar. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He leaves this one for Howard, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. And the Oakland Raiders are on top of the football world. They will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as the Super Bowl champions.
I'm sorry, you didn't get your 2nd, but we won MVP.
And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them. A fantastic season.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
Look at that. We made it to the Super Bowl. We did it. Won it. We did it. Alright, this is the final episode for Madden 20 QB1. I don't know if I'll do more episodes for Madden 20, but no, we'll see. That was close. Like, wow. Yeah, so I'll see you guys later. Peace.